Hey peoples,
What's up, guys? Matt Chase 1017 here.
and today we're doing a theory for GTA 5 and GTA San Andreas being in the same universe. So, Chase, you really haven't heard my theory that much, correct?
Well, I hear it a bit, but I never really, you never really elaborated on it, I should say.
Yeah, I didn't know. I never did really elaborate on it. So this is like I'm going to elaborate on it now. I basically gave you just like the basics of it. So basically the question is, how can I prove that 3D San Andreas and HD San Andreas are in the same universe? So there's not two separate universes. They're all in the same thing. The answer to that question is Continental Drift. If you don't know what Continental Drift is, it's basically what's happening in the world. The continents are slowly moving together or apart. It's basically just the movement of continents. So I split San Andreas up into 5 different plates. Now I named the plates after the areas in San Andreas. So if you have a map, you can take a look at that. There will be a map in about the middle of this. If you want to take a oh my god, I can't talk. If you want to take a look at your map so you know where I'm talking about, feel free to. Here we go. So the first plate I have is the Chiliad plate, which in the San Andreas map. And Chase, you're looking at your San Andreas map, right?
Yeah, you got it here, yeah.
Alright, so like in the southwestern area of San Andreas, you have the Mount Chiliad, Sandy Creeks, and Shady Cabin. In GTA 5, that would consist of Paleto Bay, Mount Chiliad, Grapeseed, and the Chiliad Mountain State Wilderness, and Mount Gordo. Forgot about that. And Mount Gordo. And the second plate is the Red County plate, which would be all of Red County, and it would consist of Mount Josiah, and Fort Zancudo. The third plate that I have would be the Las Venturas plate, which would be Las Venturas. It would consist of Sandy Shores, the Grand Senora Desert, and the San Chansky mountain range. About half of that, not all of it, about 3/4 of it. The fourth plate is the Los Santos plate, which would be all of Los Santos County in GTA 5. That whole Los Santos County, maybe a little bit lower than the border, but that whole thing is basically the one big plate. And then the fifth plate is the San Fierro plate, which is San Fierro. We'll get into that in a minute. Alright, Chase, you have any comments, questions, concerns, any acts of criticism that I can hear now?
Yes, I would like to say that, so what you're saying is that, like, Las Venturas is Sandy Shores? Or what do you mean on that?
Las Venturas would be Sandy Shores, the Grand Senora Desert, and about half of the San Chansky mountain range.
That doesn't make much sense, you see, because GTA 5 technically, if you look at the bottom of San Andreas' map, the map's coming up in a couple seconds now. Basically, if you look at the bottom of it, it would be classified that the bottom of San Andreas' map is GTA 5, that whole area. Sure, Paleto Bay isn't there. Well, is it? Yeah. But sure, you can say that, but no, I'd say that they're all there, just at the bottom. And I think that, yeah, the Las Venturas and San Fierro just kind of drifted away, and then the place at the very top of the map, I wouldn't really know what to classify that as.
I will get in the reason.
No.
I'm getting into like the deeper reasons of why I chose those areas.
Yeah, here's the map.
Alright, so in GTA 5, the plates that are in GTA 5 is the Chiliad plate, the Red County plate, the Las Ventura plate, and the Los Santos plate, and all the plates are in San Andreas. So the reason why I put Las Venturas as for Paleto Bay, or not Paleto Bay, oh my god, for Sandy Shores, is because that is the only place in the map that actually has sand and is a desert. So what I think happened was not all of it, but most of it kind of wrapped around. I looked into it and I couldn't pick out for sure that the whole thing, I couldn't find any like cracks or areas that could have made it 2 separate plates, but I can see it that somewhere that I just did not see, looked over, makes it 2 separate plates. So what about San Fierro? the question that probably everyone is thinking about right now is, why isn't the San Fierro plate in GTA 5? That answer is, the San Fierro plate probably drifted off into the Pacific Ocean and is probably still moving at a pace of 1 foot per day. So, man, we're running out of time almost in the video, but anyways, so in order for Mount Chiliad to move up to the top of the map, San Fierro would have had to move, and there's like no way that it could have fit anywhere. So what the Chiliad plate would have had to do was pushed up into it and moved it out of the way. And in order for the plates to move that quick, that fast, or that amount of distance that fast, they would have had to have been moving at about a pace. Now, this is scientifically proven. I looked it up. They would have had to have been moving at a pace of exactly 1 foot 2 inches per day, which is fast. Like, if you think about it, all of our continents are moving about 1 foot per 12 years. They move about an inch a year, so that's like 12 years worth of movement in one day. So it would have messed everything up. And in order for all that stuff to happen in about 21 years, it would have had to move fast, and they would have moved around, and it would have taken about 10 years for them to move in their position, and another 10 years for them to build. And that extra year, that 1 year, would have been 2013 of the year that GTA 5 took place. So when Michael, Trevor, and Franklin all moved there, well, Franklin always lived there, but when Michael and Trevor moved there, they were still in the act of building. And if you actually look, they are still in the act of moving today, which makes 0 sense.
Now, I'd just like to say something. We're not experts, we're not scientists, we're not sure on this, but we do know one thing. This is a theory, nothing much, but we're out of time. So, you want to say your outro?
Yeah, see ya.
Wow.